Hello, everybody. I had a thought. Well, actually, I had loads of thoughts and feelings. You know, any of you ever wondered why the human race is busy, always busy, eating and drinking and taking drugs and buying shoes and watching television programs and consuming and wanting stuff and thinking about what they want and being told what they want, you know, and looking at their watches and having to go to work and having to go here and there and everywhere. And has it ever occurred to you that all people are doing is skirting or swimming around the epicentre of their true self, their true being, which is right there like an elephant in a living room, yet invisible? That when we came here, wherever here is, whatever here is, and we entered this avatar, this so-called body, that we momentarily got sucked into an illusion of separation from our true self and our true being, and we forgot who we were, and we came into this place and we started playing this game. But that sense of hollowness, that sense of the inner void, the inner emptiness, that dark patch within that everybody is so busy not looking at, is actually where it's all at. We're all so busy avoiding it at all costs, and yet it is the place to go. It is the place to go. It is where it is all at. It is the beginning and the end, the alpha and the omega. It is the up and it is the down. It is what you are, who you are. It is the answer, and it is the question. And it's when we realize that we no longer need to do the rat race. I don't know why they call it the rat race, because rats don't do it, do they? I don't think they do. I don't know. I've never seen a rat dressed in suits busy for work, you know. Getting on the tube going, oh, I need to get to work, I need to get to work. Mind you, the rabbit, interestingly enough, in Alice in Wonderland has a watch. He has a pocket watch, and he's always in a hurry. Think about that for a minute. What do you think that might mean? All this, oh, I've got to go here and do that, and oh, I'm going to go out with my friends, and oh, this thing we call identity. Identity. It's something that we pull on, and we can pull off just as easily. It's like an item of clothing. It's a garment. And you can wear it as loosely or as tightly as you want. Most people, you'll find, obviously, heavily invested in their identity. This is who I am. There's a bank down the road here, Santander, and there's a woman in there who completely and utterly identifies with her job there. It is who she is. I am a person of importance. I work in this bank. This is who I am. They redecorated in there, and it looks more hideous than ever before. It's all red, you know, Remember that crank thing? It's very, very high in crankiness. And I sort of commented on that. And she took it personal. You know, it was like, oh, you've insulted me. I'm offended. You know, people love to get offended. It's all virus. It's all virus. It's virus that keeps us sucked, trapped into the persona, the identity. This is who I am. It's all real. And it isn't. It's not real. So when somebody says something that hurts your feelings or that upsets you or that grates on you in any kind of way, shape or form, your knee-jerk reaction is to, I'll show them, and to, you know, to get some vengeance or to hurt them back, so to equalize, that's all virus. And the minute you start doing that, you're on a downward trajectory. The minute you stop doing that, things get a little easier, you know. Things definitely get a lot more suave. Because there just isn't really anything to get upset about, you know. There really isn't. If you realise that A, this isn't real, that B, this is not who you really are, and that the proverbial elephant in the living room, i.e. your true self, is limitlessness, infinite creativity, infinite power. Oh, lots of resistance now. Yeah. No, God will punish you for that. Alright, get back down on your knees right now. You know, like at an S&M party or something. Down on your knees. It is, because people get off on it. They get off on their powerlessness. They love playing the victim. It's that perversity, isn't it? But we are anything but, you know. Now, one does wonder, what starts to happen when you realise your infinite potential? You're beginning to realise it. This whole shit show is beginning to turn a corner, because you realise that it's all just sound, or it's all just energy, or it's all just something that can be molded and shaped and floated and flown, and there aren't any words for it. It simply can be anything. That it isn't so much about the masculine and the feminine as it is about the light and the dark getting reacquainted, becoming whole again, one again. You know, it's as if the light and the dark got a bit confused and decided they were enemies, when in fact they were really good friends all along. And hey, we need each other. We're best friends, of course we are. Bloody hell, what were we thinking? Oh, must have put something in the drinking water. Then we have reunification, and we have reset, of course. We have balance, and we have infinite creativity. And something like that may just be happening now. So what do we do when we get the dark side there going, oh, no, you're delusional, you know, kind of that, no. You know, the dark side is so busy hating itself, and all the guilt and the fear and the hate and the rage and the shame is very attracted to the notion that it's powerless. And so when the light side comes in there and says, oh, you're infinitely powerful, the dark side gets very, very agitated and gets very resistant to that notion, yeah? This is why we invented God. Yes, they did it to us, but they are us, you know. We are the dark side. Paradoxically. See? We invented God to keep us little because we wanted to be little, because we had to experience being little and powerless. You know, Solomon had a great deal of wisdom and power as a result, but he lacked one thing, and it was love. Love is the singularity. It's the point from which everything came into being, and then through an experience of the lack thereof, and then the regaining of it, and the reunification, it is once more experienced as a infinite sound, feeling, energy, whatever. But you see, love is infinite knowledge, infinite wisdom, infinite power. In the dark side, you get the people who do their rituals, etc., because they want money, they want power, they want control. And of course they curse themselves because, like Jurmansgear, you see, it eats its own tail. They don't realize this. And they do their dark rituals, and they curse themselves, ultimately, they really do. This is why I'm never really ultimately that worried about the dark side. I mean, it's all a story, of course, but even if you believed it to be real, the dark side would never win ultimately, because it eats itself, it hates itself. It's self-destructive, whereas love is not. Love is infinite creativity, see, so no contest at all whatsoever, really. You know, it's perfectly alright though to have days of darkness and feeling angry, and because we have been here and it has happened, real or not, it doesn't matter. We feel what we feel and it is what it is or is not. That's perfectly okay. As long as it serves its purpose and leads us back into our infinite true self, and everything seems to sort of be looping back to that now, or rather that's how I feel, which is fantastic. I don't, might not be like that for everybody, you know. Some people will choose to hang about and do whatever they do in the game, believing it to be real. That's okay too, that's fine. You know, I mean, it can be fun, absolutely, you know. There's been quite a lot of fun to be had. For me, mostly whilst intoxicated, it has to be said. But anyway, that's really all I wanted to say today. I mean, I had a train of thought backed up with intuition, and I thought, well, I'll film myself because I could write it down, but this is easier. Yeah, this is easier. So that's what I've done. I may post, I may not, I don't know. Anyway, that's all for today, people.